Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel, and today for you guys, this video is going to be a little bit opposite from my last video on the worst season of Fortnite. Today I'm going to be talking about the best season of Fortnite ever, and if it was really that good. Let's just hop straight into it. Now, you could say Chapter 2 Season 7 was one of the best Fortnite seasons ever, even the best. You could even possibly say Chapter 3 Season 1 is the best season ever. A lot of y'all OGs out there might even say Chapter 1 Season 5 was the best ever. But if I were to ask y'all what the best Fortnite season ever was, most people would say Chapter 2 Season 2. Now, I know a lot of people are going to hate on this video because I'm saying Chapter 2 Season 2 would be the one they say, but in reality, they would. But there's one question to ask. Was this season really that good? The Battle Pass. Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 introduced some iconic characters that are still beloved today. Now, when it comes to the Battle Pass, I'm going to be doing a rating at the end out of 10 for the Battle Pass, and the first character I'm going to be starting off with is the most iconic character in Fortnite to this day, Midas. Midas was the tier 100 skin of Chapter 2 Season 2 that a lot of people liked. In my opinion, he was very, very cool with the features to where everything you touched turned gold. He had like the gold-like type face, his eye was cut up, and he looked like a very, very good villain. Next up, we had Peely, the big banana dude. I don't even know what you call him, but everyone loves Peely. If you don't love Peely, I feel bad for you, and there's nothing to say. It's Peely. We also had TNTina. TNTina was a very, very cool skin. I thought that her, emote that made her turn into some cartoon character was very, very cool. She was a pretty good sweat skin. She was just very unique. Her glider is a really, really good glider, and overall, she was a pretty good skin. Next up, we had Brutus. Brutus was like just a big, fat security henchman dude. He's cool, bro. He just looks like he could be your dad, bro. He could be cool. He would just be awesome. It's a pretty cool skin. While he is kind of big, it's a cool robbery type, cool guard type style. And I think that a lot of people liked him and really didn't have a problem with him. To this day, people still love him. Next up, we have the jacked cat, Meowscles, with the annoying kitty, scratch emote. Freaking cat, and I'm not even gonna lie, bro, this cat is so cool. A lot of people love seeing Meowscles in the game. It's just hilarious seeing a ripped cat, and the skin's pretty good. I mean, it's a ripped cat. What else do you gotta say about it? It's a good skin. Next up, we got Sky. Sky was a pretty okay sweaty skin at the time. She was probably my least favorite out of the whole Battle Pass, but that doesn't mean she was a bad skin. There were just so much good skins in this Battle Pass, that was my least favorite. She was like more of like an adventure type person with a backpack. She would go venturing up on mountains, find gems, and so much cool stuff. And I think that no one had a problem. A lot of people liked her. She was just my least favorite out of the whole entire Battle Pass. Next up, we have Maya. Maya is kind of hard to speak for the skin because Maya was a customizable skin. The reason I love this skin so much is because it was customizable. It was all up to your creativity. Whatever you wanted the skin to be, you just gotta make the skin be that by playing the game, and that's what made it awesome. Sadly, you couldn't change the styles. It was a very, very unique and cool skin, but I guess you can just say it's good or bad depending on what you picked. And then we got Deadpool, the secret skin of the season, and I'm not gonna lie, this skin might be the most bot skin ever, but he is the most dope secret skin we've ever got. I mean, it's Deadpool, bro. He just goes crazy. 10 out of 10. The skin looks great. Nothing else to say. That's a W. Overall, though, I would rate this Battle Pass from Chapter 2 Season 2 a 10 out of 10. I think all the skins were amazing. Just because I said that Sky was my least favorite doesn't mean it's not a good skin. They were all good, and that's why she was my least favorite. There were just some better ones, but overall, they were all good, and it's still my favorite Battle Pass to this day. The map. With the release of Chapter 2 Season 2, we got 5 new POIs. The Agency, the Shark, the Grotto, the Rig, and the Yacht. First up on the list is going to be the Grotto. The Grotto was an interesting and a unique POI where you had to go into this wind thing, go all the way down just to get into the cave, or there was another entrance on the edge of the map to get in, and I thought that the way to get in was a very, very unique system, and the, cave area inside where the boss was super duper unique, and I just thought it was such a cool POI. It was a W. Next up is going to be the Agency. The Agency was a very, very cool POI with a bunch of different layers, phone booths around where you could turn into henchmen. You would an underground basement with a bunch of tunnels and tubes. There was interesting vents where the boss area was. And overall, it's a very, very cool looking POI, and it was a W. Next up is going to be the Shark. The Shark was like a shark's head and you can enter the mouth, which leads to like this building, and it was super duper cool. It was on the edge of the map in the water. When you went to the shark, tooth, it was kind of like this big business type lounge building area where you could kill Sky to get her mythic scar and grappler, and it was honestly another unique POI. I loved it. It was good. Next up, we have the rig. The rig was just not my favorite. It was on the edge of the map. No one really went there. It was super duper hard to get up to the things because it was all high up in the air. It was kind of hard to find the zip lines, and overall, the vault was a little bit hard to find at first, and the POI just was a couple blue buildings. It just wasn't that unique. Really didn't care for it, and it's like today we have another rig, and it's not that cool. Next up, we have the yacht. The yacht was originally Meowskull's, yacht. It was pretty bland and boring. Gold, had some henchman booths, and it was just, a yacht is kind of cool, but it just wasn't that unique. I didn't really care for it. It was on the edge of the map. And then when it became Deadpool's, it was a little bit cooler with Deadpool balloons on it, but still wasn't the best. Overall, it just wasn't the best POI. Didn't really care for it. Had the worst mythic. Never went there that much. It just wasn't that good. Overall, though, I would rate all the POIs in Chapter 2, Season 2, all the new ones, of course. I would rate it about a 7 out of 10. Because of the rig and the yacht, I really can't make it an 8 out of 10 or higher. It's just, it can't be that because of those two POIs. But overall, the other three were iconic. A lot of people love them, and they're so goated. The loophole. The loophole for Chapter 2 Season 2 consisted of most of the guns that we had in Chapter 2 Season 1 and even Chapter 1. There weren't really any new guns in the season. We had mythics, but they were just the guns that were already in the game, just a better rarity. And overall, we had, the pump, the slow-firing, hard-hitting shotgun, the tac, which does less damage, but it fires fast. We had the submachine gun, the suppressed SMG. We had the suppressed sniper, the heavy sniper. We had all your standard typical, items, grenades, C4s. And it was such a simple but good, loophole that it was just good. And that's what made everyone love it. Now, for rating the loophole, I would rate it a 10 out of 10. It was one of the best loopholes, probably the best loophole ever in the game. And I really wish that they would bring it back. The features. In Chapter 2, Season 2, we got some of the best features in the game ever, and the first one I'm going to be talking about is going to be the bosses and how they drop mythics and keycards. The bosses would drop a keycard and a mythic when you eliminated them, and some would drop two. A mythic was a better version of a legendary gun, did more damage, faster fire rate, and so much more, and some of them came with like a grappler or just a side gun, but also included a keycard. With the keycard, you'd have to go find the vault in that POI, and you could get some of the best loot in the game from the vault. To this day, I still love this vault system, and we haven't seen it in about 2 seasons. I'm very, very sad we haven't seen it, and I hope that it can return to the game soon. Next up on the list is a feature to where when you went to a boss POI, you could go into this telephone booth, and you could change into a henchman. Essentially, it would make it to where when you would go into the building, you would disguise as a henchman to where if they saw you, they wouldn't shoot at you because you were disguised and they would think that you're part of their group. Fortnite really just could have not added it and made us just go and fight the henchmen, but it was a very, very good detailed system they did, and I think that it's amazing. I wish that we still had them to this day. The last feature that I will be talking about in this video, just because it's the main feature, is going to be when you would kill, if you were playing like duos, squads, trios, whenever you would kill someone, you could shake them down and it would mark their teammate on the map. A super duper cool feature. Still wish we had it to this day. Overall, all of the, features that they added in Chapter 2, Season 2 were amazing. It's definitely like a 9 out of 10. And honestly, I would love to see almost all of these return to the game very, very soon. But now we must answer the one question: was Chapter 2, Season 2 actually a good season? Overall, I would rate the season about a 9 out of 10. I really want to say 10 out of 10, but not everything was perfect. I love the season a lot. I think it was the best season, and I really hope that we get a season as good as this in the future. If you did enjoy this video, do not forget to like and subscribe with all notifications. This video took me about 3 hours to make, a very, very long time, and the best way to support me is to subscribe to the channel. So if you do, thank you a lot, and I will see you on the next one, everybody. Peace out.